When you decide whether to vote, make sure you're playing the long game. You don't want to vote because both parties suck? Can't stand the idea of voting for the least worst party? You're not a spectator in a gladiator match. You're a small player in a great power conflict. The great powers are trying to figure out who they can pillage and who they have to join with. You'd rather be the one they join with, so you should vote. Remember, showing weakness gets you attacked. Before World War II, Imperial Japan thought the US was weak because a defense appropriations bill barely passed. Before 9/11, Osama bin Laden thought the US was weak because we retreated from Somalia after losing 18 Americans. Both Imperial Japan and Osama bin Laden thought that the US would give up after 6 months to a year. We're still in Japan, defending democratic Japan, but we're still there, and we're still in Afghanistan decades later. Both those external enemies made a very serious error. They didn't know the difference between the American government and the American people. The American government is terrified of American voters. They don't care about external enemies nearly as much. What happens after the election is the most important part to you. You want them to care about you. Think senior citizens. They always vote. Politicians will never mess with them because they always vote. You need to vote as well. Make sure your government fears you more than they feared Osama bin Laden. Vote. Don't think your vote will make a difference? Turn that around. How do the politicians know whether your vote's going to matter next time? If you vote, they will care about you after the vote and will worry about what you will do the next election. That's why you need to vote. You think voting is a stupid popularity contest? Every leader has been picked through a popularity contest throughout history. The only part that voting removes is the part where a bunch of people get killed after that. Democracy isn't perfect, but it's better than what we had before. Don't think you know enough to vote? If we weren't voting, you would be fighting without knowing what you're doing. This is better. Vote. Remember, you don't have to fill out the entire ballot. All you have to do is fill out the things you care about. And probably the biggest reason why people don't vote is because they think people won't know if they voted. That has never been true. Your voting record is public. Not who you voted for, but if you voted. And now there is a voting app that anyone can look at and see whether you voted or not. Your friends and everybody you know will be able to figure out whether you voted in this election or not. You should vote, or everyone will know that you didn't forever. Don't underestimate the power of voting. Stay tuned if you want to see an introvert trying to talk to the camera. If this video made you think in a different way, give it a like. If you think it'll help people to vote, share it. Subscribe if you want to see my introverted political platform. You'll get more of my unique ideas on politics, religion, and science. You can watch an introvert learn how to make an interesting video without yelling at the camera. Just leave it rolling. Now. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Hell. Come on. Do it. Vote.